To another live stream. Going to be playing Meccha Chameleon. Is that how you say it? I don't know how you say it. Going to be playing this game again. First map we're going to do is Simpsons, and so I need to dress up as a Simpson. Also, Pixel Riffs is joining us today. Looks like he's passed out on the ground over there. Yo, Decan of Heaven, Charles Slab, Heart Gamer, thank you for bananas in chat, letting me know that we are indeed live. Not too much more to do here to get set up. However, while we let people tune in and we wait here for a moment, I got something extremely important to do, and that is to paint myself yellow. We're gonna try and do Homer Simpson from memory. Actually, I don't think I'll do it from memory. I'll probably mess up the colors and stuff, right? I'm pretty sure he wears a blue shirt and like brown trousers. But this is one of those funny things about memory. No, he wears a white shirt and blue trousers. Dang. and then you got the dark shoes. Nice, nice. All right, shoes first. Hello, I wanna paint down there. Need a smaller circle, maybe. All right, we're gonna. You see, I decided that today we're actually gonna have like a cool lobby skin, and to do that, we're gonna match the theme of the map, which is Simpsons. I haven't started the music. I felt like something was missing. All right, so blue trousers and white shirt, and then maybe put some lines on it. It's kind of like hard to say really what shade of blue it is. I'm just gonna have to do my best here. Nah, a little bluer than that, I think. That'll actually work right there. Now we got some noises in the ear. Peeps are tuning in. What's up? It's Becca for 12 months. Sorry, 69. Nice, nice. Yes, very nice. Thanks so much for 69 months, Becca. Appreciate ya. Now let's get that white shirt on. So it's a shirt, so it'll cover the body and apparently a bit of the neck. That we'll have to come back to. But then we need to get like the whole of the body here. It's tricky to paint the body without accidentally painting the arms. How do we... Oh, I think I just did it. You just press spacebar, maybe? Eyedropper. Get a little bit of that back. The finishing touch here is definitely going to be putting the... Wait, which way am I? I'm this one. Lark Exian, thank you so much for 11 months as well. Very close to a year. Is that like a tab button to show you who we're playing with? Right, so the front of me is this side here, I'm pretty sure. This is going to be my favorite bit, is getting in the beard. That classic Homer Simpson beard. I really don't think I got the right tone for it, but that's okay. So then you got to go with the lines, right? And go real tight. This is how we make it come to life. I'm going to reference my image again. So like Homer has these like shoulder lines as well. This is getting bad now. This went from almost good to like bad. But I think it's starting to look like Homer. Probably went too dark with these lines. All right, then we gotta put line like a belt line, right? And then that's kind of that. And now it's the face. Oh my god, we're doing Homer Simpson. The eyes. I gotta put the thing on the other. So like the hair across the top, and then famously the ear is like a G. So. And then M for Matt groaning, right? I know it's wrong on the other way. It's so obvious now. And then the eyes. Wow, this is like me butchering some absolute classic right here. Kind of almost works. Right, you need a little bit of white. Get a bit of white in there. There we go. Now the mouth. Oh my god, this is like the best ever, and it's terrible. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Look at that. I love it. Okay, I'm super happy I did that. Also, it's probably about time I unmuted. 8Brover, thank you for 82 months, my dude. Appreciate you. And Debbie Justice, welcome back to another stream. Let's unmute. I'm the only one in there who hasn't unmuted.
He's not gonna know.
Hey everyone. Whoa, what? Coordination. Hello.
Join.
Hey, what's up?
Join.
Only one of us is a real player.
I will only join this conga line if you tell me who I am.
Peter Griffin.
Peter, dang it.
Yeah, I'd say that too. Yeah, it's Peter Griffin.
You're
That's a
fried
pretty
from
good Homer
Futurama.
Simpson.
Hey, that was
Did you do the trick with the M and the G on the side? Yeah, I think you did.
I learned about that somewhere when I was a kid.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. Your sides are a bit. You're missing shirt on the
Yeah.
sides.
Oh, I could have done a pose, right? I could have stuck my arms up and painted underneath.
Good stuff.
Homer
You ripped
Simpson
your shirt.
Wardrobe
I mean, it is warm.
I am struggling
nice
to
to
figure
have a
this
little
out.
boob.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right, what's my prize? What do we get?
You press Q, and then you come up front and you press Q again.
Is that the prize?
Okay.
Woo! Okay, someone take a screenshot. We did a thing.
Who's in the front? It's Pixel. I think Pixel.
I'm now
Yeah.
up front, yeah.
I'm trying to free cam. Won't let me free cam?
4 and 5 with a no free cam in here.
Yeah, no free cam.
But are we still
Sadness.
waiting for one person?
Possibly, yeah. Let me check. Fundy.
I think Funny was meant to join. Was he?
Yes.
Bundy said he was supposed to join.
Yeah.
We could
But
start
we need to
without
make
him.
the Congo line longer, obviously.
Right, I've dropped Fundy a message, so we can start, and Fundy can join us. when we're
Oh,
good.
Zuma, do you know there are 2 new maps? I think there are 2 new
Yeah,
maps.
I saw them. So I went and
Yeah.
downloaded a bunch, including the Simpsons family house. Hence why I'm Homer Simpson. Yeah, there's Egypt and a museum.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Museum's one's funky as.
It has like a red box next to it with a cross for it. Is that because it's like experimental or something?
I don't know.
Or it's just like the new marker, maybe?
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, no, it's a new marking system. Okay. Well, let's play the Simpsons one, and then we'll do the new maps.
Yep.
We usually set.
Well,
this up-
before we start, can any of us do a good Marge voice? Give me your best Marge
Oh.
impression.
Homer.
Homer.
That's like an impression that'll bring out the worst of people.
Right?
Like it is difficult to do a good impression.
I feel sorry for that
Isn't it?
voice actor though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Doing all that for that long.
I look so
Oh,
cursed.
man.
You should be the seeker for the first round, Xisuma. That way you keep your skin.
Do you?
All right,
I think
go
your
on then.
skin resets anyway.
All right.
I was looking
No,
forward.
it keeps your thing. If you're
We'll find
a
out.
seeker,
We're
right?
doing science.
Yeah.
Oh wait, do I start the game over here? Yes, I
Yeah.
do. Hopefully it'll let me turn around.
If you don't know how to download this thing, you click the button. It's gonna open Steam, and then in Steam you just subscribe to the. I think.
Oh,
I don't know if
think
it does it automatically now.
I think I got it.
So Pix, have you played before?
No, this is my first time.
Right,
Oh.
I think I misunderstood. I got the impression you had played before, but then I noticed that you didn't have the you didn't have any. Right, so when you hide, you can give someone a thumbs up, and it like stays with your character permanently. So you see, we've all got these thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Yeah, I noticed you had 0. But it seems like you know how to paint yourself.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out slowly. I will get there.
Cool, cool. I
Good
mean,
luck,
the
y'all.
one tip I can give you is that all of the controls are on your screen, which for some reason it took me a while to figure out.
Yeah.
So it's probably not very helpful. Also, y'all are focusing now, aren't you?
Yeah, full on focus.
We're thinking about focusing. I found such a cheaty spot already.
The thing with this
we
map
going
is
toxic?
it's really flat. This map
I
is
might
very
be.
flat.
Yo, Beta
there
and
an
Daniil,
upstairs?
thank you for 65 months, by the way. Appreciate it. I don't know.
I
I just saw the map
In the
on
show,
Steam.
the upstairs is like Bart's room, right?
What lights up a football stadium?
Yeah,
a
all the
football
bedrooms
match. A match. Fire. I get it. Do you know what? I don't think I've
Good old
heard that dad
American
joke or one quite like that before. It's good. I like it.
Oh yeah, there is an upstairs.
Isn't the Simpsons house like technically impossible the way you see the rooms connect? Like in the show.
Something like that.
Y'all are too focused. I'm just over here twiddling my
I'm
thumbs.
I'm
super
focused on the wrong reasons, though.
Oh wait, who's that? Oh,
Okay, right, well,
I mean,
Killed straight away.
I could have
Did
maybe
you try to do the
thought
thing again?
I could have maybe thought that was like, oh look, they left Bart in here. No. Oh, this
Didn't have
one's
enough
gonna be
time.
tough to hide, I think.
Yeah, it's a very like bland.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of
monotone,
texturing at all.
Like, map. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Texturing was the word I was looking for.
I don't remember where I am.
Flat colors, yeah.
Eesh.
Oh, you free cammed away from yourself.
Only Phoenix has got points. Interesting.
Yeah, for a certain reason.
You should have
Standing
seen
in the
him.
open.
He was just
Whoa, that's
standing
clever.
out.
No!
That's clever. You almost got away with it.
Almost.
We'll see. I feel like I could have walked past that.
How can I see where everybody else is? I
Don't-
don't know what the controls are
Not
for that.
not in this mode. You can't
Dude,
see
that
it
was
much.
really good.
I just gotta
Thank
fly
you,
around
but
and
it
look for
wasn't good
people.
enough.
So in increasing tag mode, you can't see anyone because once you die, you become a hunter.
Hello there.
I see. Yeah. Hello, I'm new.
Dang, Seb is
That
crazy.
was good though, for the first time. Like, but I still
That
got
was good,
you.
but I still found you
It was
twice.
good, but I got you.
Good, but not good enough.
So it's Beardstone.
Hey,
and
who's whistling?
Silent.
They're taunting me. Oh, that sounds so
Oh.
close.
Someone's right
Oh,
here.
oh no.
Who's left?
It's you and Beardstone.
Oh, Beardstone.
I don't know
left? Oh,
how
man.
I've not been found yet. My spot is awful.
There has to be someone here.
Wait, but
I
someone
feel
was
like I-
taunting literally in the hallway.
Should have some
Yeah,
points
definitely.
by
Someone was
now.
taunting in the hallway. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait, someone's got a soundboard going. I
Oh,
thought that was a bit close.
cheeky.
It also has like random, so it goes from left to right randomly.
I'm whistling.
Oh
really-
no,
I was looking for the
That's so
points to go up,
evil.
but the points didn't even go up after that taunt.
that's so evil. You changed the direction of it to be randomized, bro.
I
That takes
can't
some
trust anything now.
No, you cannot. Thing is, I don't know where anyone is. Is there
I
a
feel like I should have
backyard
gotten
or something?
an point.
Oh, good one!
I saw you spot me, Ellie.
That was so good.
Oh wait, in the nice.
It was right above you, Felix.
Yeah.
Who's left? Is it just Silent? We
It
haven't
was a- it
spotted
was a
Silent
panic
yet,
slide
right?
on the ceiling.
is
And
Well, I
yeah,
really
because we
should've
haven't
gotten
spotted
points.
Skylit.
I really should have gotten points for this by now.
Dude, classic
but
Silent.
It doesn't. I don't know. It's not working.
Hyde's too good that he gets 0 points every
I've
time.
been within like 3 feet of like 5 different people. I'm on the first floor.
Oh, okay. So we're
Well,
not
that's
upstairs.
impossible because I only have 2 feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's your hint. I'm not in the dining room.
Okay, so you're not in the garage then.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Oh, to the
Everyone to
garage.
the garage.
Where is the garage?
It's
There's a
down
garage?
this way.
Oh,
Garage.
yeah, I remember.
Oh.
This is a very flat room, though.
Yeah, it's a very flat map.
And this
Oh,
is,
wow, there's more than
He's got 22
there's more than I
points
thought.
now.
Yeah,
Once
22
you
points.
guys see the spot, I think you're gonna hate me. But that's normal, so it's fine.
I don't think he's in the garage. Oh,
What?
Oh, there are some really interesting hiding spots possible here.
yeah, I've
He's in
spotted
the
a couple of
garage.
good ones.
Okay, I'm not in that side of the house where Ellie and Britt's.
okay. Oh, someone
Hmm.
spotted you for
I'm
like a
near
split
Pixel
second.
Rifts. I'm near Pixel Rifts.
Fix. Oh right. Oh wait, this is the
Everyone-
living room.
Gather round.
It's story
Near.
time. This spot
Behind
is
the
so dumb.
curtains, behind the shelf, behind the speakers.
Wait. Wait.
Oh,
yes!
yeah.
Dude, that was so
Yeah.
good.
Inside?
That
Oh
was
my
sweet.
god.
That's awesome. That's
Oh, you cheeky
Okay,
devil.
that's not that's
I
that's
really
not
should
too
have gotten more
bad.
points for that.
Uh,
That was so
that was
good.
awesome. Oh, you were
Let's
so
see, what
close
was
to
Phoenix
me.
doing?
I like Pixel's
Damn, that
spot.
was good.
Bro, Phoenix just like was chilling on the table.
I really wanted to get it. I was hoping.
Sorry.
Oh.
I think I need a little more than how
It's-
much? How much?
it's
we had
too
like 90
derpy.
seconds. Probably need a little bit more time than 90 seconds.
Yeah, we might need some more
Yeah.
time. We're true artists, and true artists need time.
Yes.
Do we want to switch to basic, or what's our favorite mode? Double's pretty cool.
I think you like basic a lot.
Basic, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being able to see the other hiders is pretty fun.
Let's do basic on Egypt.
Okay, I have not played this map yet.
Have any of us?
Egypt.
Right. Nope.
Send it to the
Stay
pyramids.
blind, everybody.
Isn't that what you call someone when they're kind of dumb? Egypt, you Egypt.
That is that is a British one.
No.
What?
Right. I'm the hunter. I'll mute
Oh
myself.
This is like the opposite of the other map, texturally.
Dude,
I'm
this
like,
is gonna be so hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one
Yeah,
feels
mine
like it's
is,
screaming, paint me into a texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, paint yourself as some sand. Man, there's only a minute left. Phew.
What?
Try this.
I like your
Might
spot,
work.
sort of.
Loading.
I'm going for a real cheeky one this time.
Yeah. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Make the last 2 minutes of the game
Oh!
just everyone looking for you.
There's not a lot of time.
No, it's really not. Oh, here we go. This might be.
That's terrible.
Not dark.
Ah, that's terrible.
I think I'm going toxic.
Yes. Learn the ways of the duck.
I think I'm just gonna stick out a little too much here though.
Wait, who's the hunter here? Oh, it's
Yeah,
Beast.
I was
Beardstow.
still deafened. I was still deafened. Right, where are you?
Is there a trick to the color picker?
Wow.
Because it's
The
not
color
working
picker-
for me.
The color picker is pretty bad in this
I
map.
didn't have time. Why am I ragdolling like that? Is that you?
You were flashing because I think too much of you was hidden in
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
So it showed me where you were, and I'm very grateful. Because now I have help, right? So I think Phoenix is in
am
this
I?
main room.
No, I think we're just playing basic now.
Yeah, it's just you.
Oh, it's just me. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you.
Oh, I'm terrible at this. Phoenix is in here somewhere. But he's
Oh,
also usually very difficult to
Oh,
find.
that's pretty good.
So
There
this
we
is
go.
the one where you can all see where everyone's hiding, right?
Yes. I haven't even. I'm still working on my one right now.
If
Okay,
this
I-
works.
Dude, mine is like
I need to
Funny.
If
see.
yours works,
but also
I
bad.
don't know.
This
Oh,
map
I
is
just-
huge.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even
The heck
explored
are you
anything
doing?
yet.
Oh, I'm never gonna find anyone.
Oh, seven.
Oh,
I did
I-
just
Not with
fall
that
for the map.
attitude.
I see how
Yeah,
this
you
works.
found me. You found me. You can do it. I was
Hey.
flashing, but you
Hey.
found me.
Oh, Fundy arrived.
To be
Hello.
fair,
Hey,
I found you due
Hug.
to. Hey, Funday.
Hi,
I found you
Fundy.
due to intentional game design. It's fine.
I think with basic mode, we probably need 2 hunters.
I don't
Yeah,
even know.
probably.
I feel like I'm not even gonna get around the whole map in this time at this rate.
Explore.
Hey,
bids,
Fundy, say
though.
something.
You are the Tomb Raider.
Something. Thank you.
Hey.
Silent. What's going on, dude?
Bro, I fell out of the map and then it just put me back in here. Okay.
Hey, I got a
We
point.
stuck.
What?
Okay, I'm pretty happy with.
I
What
shouldn't
I've
have
done
said anything.
now.
No, I should be taking note of that. And
It's really
there's
funny
so
joining
much
mid-game.
texture, This is insane.
Can you
It's
see
funny
anything?
joining after you guys have already drawn because you guys are all white. So like, from,
Yeah.
you just said,
yeah.
I'm pretty proud of this one, but it's like the most obvious spot to me.
I can't see anyone. Zuma's definitely in this room. He's getting points.
This is a difficult map.
There's lag,
It is.
remember?
Beard, you haven't
Ah!
looked enough. You haven't looked enough.
It worked for a little
There's a
bit.
super obvious one.
There's always a super obvious one, and I'll still miss it. Don't you want?
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Cactus
That's what I
flower.
meant.
That's a wild spot.
to be fair, as soon as I clocked it.
Silent, that is just, you're probably gonna get away with that. I like it.
I love Phoenixes. I've been in this room for like 5 minutes and I just realized he's right here.
Dude, that's what I tried to
Whoa,
do.
Sev! That's gonna win.
Oh wow.
That's gonna
hope
win.
so.
That
That's
doesn't
pretty
fill me
good.
with confidence.
That's
Thank you,
crazy,
thank
yeah.
you.
Okay, let me
Right there.
see.
Imagine I get found
where
though.
it is.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, there is so much texture on this
Yeah.
map. Even the walls are lumpy.
Oh, Sev's one's good.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh. Chat, did you
I
hear
need to
that?
work
The
on
irony of
mine a
what
little
was
bit
just
more.
said.
Yeah, this is a wild map.
Yes, you do, Phoenix.
Yeah.
You're-
I think I'm too white right
Oh.
now. Right?
Oh
Dude.
no!
Dude.
Hey!
Wow.
No way you found Sev.
You
That's
literally,
crazy.
you
We're gonna have
literally
to
just
call
said
that.
the walls are bumpy.
Yeah.
Oh.
The walls are bumpy. No, it was just me.
You jinx yourself.
Mm,
Phoenix, I love that.
I know Phoenix is
Trying
in
to-
here somewhere. He's got-
That's really clever.
he's got so many points. Hmm.
I'm on the board finally.
You're getting slightly less toxic. You're a little more in the open now these days.
I had to start
Oh,
off
is
with
this
a strong
silent?
round last game.
I don't know about that, man. I died first, and I have more points than Silent.
I feel like I
Still
should
don't
have
love
more
that.
being down here, but I don't know.
Down here.
I heard a
Down
whistle.
here.
Oh my days.
Oh.
It was
So
between you and
good.
Sevs for me, honestly.
There's
that was...
no way, Silent. There's no way. There's,
Oh,
you're
it's just
not gonna be
literally
found.
me. Okay, that's crazy.
You're not gonna be found.
This is such a bad spot.
Anyway,
though.
thank you for 6 months.
Well, now
I saw it on my
because you spammed
screen.
that button.
It didn't pop up on
you
my
sure about
activity feed, so if
Is
I've
it
missed
even
anyone else
possible
today,
to
I
see that
apologize.
from
Beta
don't
and
forget,
Vanilla
as
was
a-
the
as a-
last, but anyway,
Oh,
thank
no,
you so much for
You can
6
also
months,
climb
dude.
walls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
catches
because
up.
like
you
from
can climb walls.
that's the problem. Like from down there, it's not possible.
Someone
dear.
screenshot this.
Hey.
That's
Hey.
crazy.
That was rough. That was rough. This one was so hard.
That was pretty good though. You did well. You did well.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh my
Seb, you
days.
definitely got enough.
Tangible llama. Thank you for the
Yeah,
score
yeah,
update.
yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah,
Feel free to
Seb's
drop
one
in with the
particular
score.
Yeah, I think I just caught the right angle of lighting or something.
Oh yeah. I was in your
Oh wait,
wall.
is
Fine.
Pixel Rift a cactus flower?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
trying to
Yes,
guess.
that's so funny.
Flower.
That's so cool.
Oh, that's great.
I
You
panicked.
can always make a mimic as well to like round out the shape too. I do little
Yeah,
legs.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that-
still.
that
I'm
was
learning
long
the
question.
basics before I go advanced.
Not a bad idea. Should we do Egypt again or the museum?
Before we start, I want to acknowledge something that maybe some of you don't know. When you pick your pose, you can left click and right click to pick from another wheel.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
cursed
Okay.
wheel.
That was
Yes.
not clear to me for a very long time.
They'll
It is
surely
not
add more.
very obvious, for sure. It did take me a minute to find that too.
We're going back to Egypt.
Alright.
Egypt.
Oh man.
All right.
Let's give it a
I
try.
wonder what I can try here.
Later on, we should do a round where we all hide in the same room.
Ooh.
Tis time.
Ooh.
Challenge mode.
Oh, we can see each other.
Wait, so do we deafen? Me and Phoenix?
Yeah, we deafen for a bit.
Okay.
Hi, Ellie. Where are you going?
Hey, well, I don't know. I like to stay in the first room to make some points. Do you think here is good? No.
I haven't even explored like the rest of this map. This is actually a pretty big place.
Oh, this is laggy, but this could work.
Everyone's locked in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
You got plenty of time.
I don't know, man.
I'm here
I'm
thinking
scared.
time is not actually on my side right now. But I gotta try because I gotta learn, right? Just hope they don't come this way. That texturing you did, Seb, was insane. What's the trick? Patience?
Just- Yeah, just like a bunch of dots with different colors.
Ready or not, here we come.
Alright.
Oh no.
I'm not ready.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I ain't
no one's
ready.
ready.
No one's ready.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Never.
Phoenix. They're not ready. They're not ready.
Okay, if I would just stand here then.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna stand
Yeah,
here for
yeah.
about 30.
Yeah,
Alright,
just
we'll
give us
stand
another
here.
340 seconds.
Yeah. We're coming. We're gonna find you.
Ooh.
Okay, I've not explored this
Oh my-
yet, so.
Bro, Ellie.
No, well, me neither.
Oh no! Oh no!
Is it bad?
Oh,
I mean,
that's
we-
someone's
No, look at
blinking.
mine.
Where are you? I don't know if I can see you.
No, you can. Seb, that's a really good spot as well.
Thank you.
Am I near you? Oh yeah,
Although
I
your-
can switch
your
camera.
shadow- Yeah, walk up
Uh-oh.
your shadows.
Wait, is there a way to turn off shadows?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
press V when you're painting.
Ah, a big brain moment. Thank you.
Wait, where are
Let's
you?
survive.
Oh! I see.
Yeah.
Ah, I see someone.
No!
I gotcha. Wait, you're not.
Ooh.
You're actually winning,
Period.
getting points, Silent. I'm proud of you.
This is illegal. I don't want this.
You built a reputation
The first
for
time he
yourself.
actually gets points.
Yeah, he's actually playing
Oh,
like normally.
Dang.
Oh, that's really
this
good.
one.
I'm just going for
Yeah,
it.
Zuma's one's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great spot. I like it.
I'm panicking, honestly.
Where's
I
Sev?
think being the square body type is better.
Oh my God.
Because you get better painting options.
Sev, you might be the Meccha Chameleon.
Yes.
I think it's
I
you.
am the chameleon.
That is
I think
insane.
you are.
I'm gonna request a friendly whistle.
Okay. Which one? This one? Or this one?
Oh, that is.
Or this
Alright.
one?
He
Oh.
had no.
Or
He
this one?
he has. I should tell you, he has a soundboard.
He's one
yeah.
of those guys. I genuinely was like, wow, I'm on him.
Yeah, we're really close until we realize it's fake.
No, he's a real. He's a real.
Oh, that one was real. It's this way. Has to be this
Yeah,
room.
that's the one, right.
This room, Phoenix. It's gotta be. I'm pinging.
Hold on, main
Ah!
room.
That's good.
He did the same spot
my
that I
God.
did.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
this
yeah,
was
we'll
better.
We'll just park on top of the. on
Thank
the
you, thank you.
This
You
one
know
was
what?
slightly
Doing
better
main
than
room
Silence.
strats.
Wow, I
It's not
see
a
it.
person.
I
Don't
mean,
waste your bullets, Fundy.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm just being helpful suggestion guy. Saying.
I'm gonna waste them until I have one left.
wait, you're not the real Fundy. You don't have ears.
Yeah, I had no time. Oh, that's right here. Someone's right
Ooh,
here.
I love that. I love that.
That was just Ellie's
No.
soundboard.
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm not doing that anymore.
Someone's
Okay,
cheeky
no one,
right
I
here
don't
somewhere.
believe anyone's here in the main room anymore.
Someone's here.
Yeah, probably,
Uh-huh.
maybe.
Oh! I was looking at that.
Bits
Whoa!
audacious.
Wait, in the corner?
I was like on him with my crosshair and didn't see him for another 15 seconds.
That was brilliant. Yeah. Thanks for the points.
All I'm gonna say
Yeah.
is someone is holding their
Okay, so
breath
it's only.
right now.
Oh wait, hold on. He hasn't even been seen yet.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Oh shoot.
Okay, I'm just gonna pay attention.
Oh,
Is Sev getting
dang.
points when I'm looking around?
Oh.
Oh,
No
Someone's in
way!
this room. I think Zoom is in this room.
yeah, someone's in this room.
This is such a good spot.
He's literally waving at you and everything.
Yeah.
wow, I can't believe this worked.
It is really good.
It's so funny.
Hey, yo, give him a whistle. Give him a whistle.
Well, no one's getting points in this room. Hold on, they're not getting points. Oh wait,
Oh,
Izuma
Zoom
is.
Zoom
Wait,
getting-
Izuma's here.
getting- Oh, it's here.
Oh, wow,
Oh, it was so good.
Oh,
Where was it?
That was
worked,
amazing.
It's pretty good.
That was
Wow.
amazing.
Literally right here.
Very, very
very
good.
good.
Okay, so,
All right, so
Okay.
Sev
you're
is
gonna
not
find
here
Sev.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you're
not
never
gonna
gonna
find
find
Sev.
So
Sev is-
you're cooked.
Sev has gotten points. That'll give us a hint,
Whoa.
and we have around a minute and a half.
Thing is,
That's
I know where Steph is.
interesting.
You're lost her again.
Yeah.
Pay attention. It's 6:15
No, it's
right
not
now.
here,
If
not
it
here, not here,
changes,
not here.
not here. Okay.
Go backwards.
It only updates like every 20 seconds for you guys. Or 20
Well, it's
seconds
good
or whatever.
enough. We can make it work.
Could be here.
Ha!
Ah.
That's crazy.
I just got really lucky there,
Yeah.
just looking for
That's-
that. You know, that's just unfortunate.
That's taking advantage of the bright light.
Yeah.
That really
Oh,
works.
that's so good.
So
How did I
good.
even see that from here? Oh, from here, the side shadow. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to like paint the sides lighter, so it's. not,
Oh,
like, a big
okay. You are the Mecca Chameleon then.
That's you.
Very
It is you.
shadow. Dude, that was
You are
so
the
fun.
very chameleon.
I am the chameleon. I'm in your walls.
Did they add some weird like see-through behind you visual thing in the recent patch? Or am I imagining something?
I
Nah,
think you can
I
right
think
click
so.
to go third person when you're a hunter.
Huh.
Right?
I feel like I can sort of
Ugh.
X-ray through blocks
The
when I get close to
artwork.
them. Never mind.
Yeah. This map is wild.
Oh, at some point we should do that everyone stay in the first room challenge as well.
What?
Oh.
Not this one though.
Yes.
Not yet. But soon. Alright, it's focus time.
All right.
Oh, I'm.
Who's hunting?
Oh, we're the hunter. Me.
Oh my god, everything's
Oh.
good. I love it.
Oh, I remember this
Go.
map. I've been on this once.
See.
Wait, Xisuma,
Oh, we
Xisuma,
do
you
not
wanna
have
you
enough
wanna
time.
collaborate on this?
Sure. If
Somewhere?
you can see where I am, I'm going for a wild one might say.
Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah.
No, go inside of the. You can go like half inside. You see this?
Wait. Where are you?
I'm like above you.
Oh yeah. How do you go
Inside.
inside then? Oh.
You have like a little bit of like leeway.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna pick a spot up here then. Oh, dude,
Yeah, now we're buddies. I gotta figure
that's
it
a
out, though.
different type of texturing.
It is. It is.
Oh, I think this might work. You know,
Make sure you're not buried too much.
I'm kind of tilted, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's the. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Shoot, I have this one. Okay.
think I'm gonna stand out.
It's very hard to paint straight lines, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very hard to paint full stop. That's what I'm learning.
I guess that's true too.
Not exactly Bob Rossing it over here.
Bob Rossing it. I like that.
Right.
Let's
Right.
get 'em.
Museum, eh? Yeah. Let's go. Do we want to stick together or?
Yeah, we can do that. See if somebody shows up on ranking, then we know. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, I don't see anything. Do you? No?
Yeah. No, I don't see a
Wait,
thing.
wait.
But
What about?
I don't
What about
know.
now?
Oh, wait, so they're getting a lot of points.
Oh
I
my
feel like-
god.
What? I'm not having that.
You try to run away, Ellie.
That's so good.
There was 2 people with shotguns.
Seems like a good reason to run.
Yes.
What the heck is that image?
What?
No, but have you guys
Is that
tried
like-
the taunting yet, though?
What the
Oh.
heck?
What the heck was
Oh, that's
that?
pretty good.
Somebody was here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that?
Dang it!
That was good. I thought it was the
was
camera.
I really
That's
tried.
good as well.
Did I stand
sorry,
out?
Zim, as soon as I turned around, I could see you. I think it was the shadow.
Oh, okay. It was too shaded.
No, I think you can turn off the shadow with V, right?
The texture I was trying to
Yeah,
create
I'm
was
thinking.
like too
I see.
like a fade, you know, like I couldn't do it. Anyway,
Huh.
learning.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh,
learning. I've
silent.
gotta-
That is an interesting approach.
I am so bad at
Uh-huh.
painting. I am.
It works
struggling so
from
badly.
No,
One
actually, I'm gonna
angle.
redact that. Pixel riff. That is an interesting approach.
I panicked. Okay. I'm still learning the basics here.
I'm lost.
Dude,
I
I
mean,
did,
they're
I
not
did
even
things
where
like
I
that
am.
so often in the
Oh
beginning.
my god, Fundy, that's actually a really good spot.
I like my foot. I'm proud of the foot.
Yeah, that's a good.
I
flip.
can't
Yeah.
say why I'm proud, but I think that's just well done.
Dude,
Okay.
that's a nice shoe. Nike?
Somebody
That's
likes.
yeah, it's a good foot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
that was
Silent.
good.
Ooh.
I should have hit on the painting.
I
I
fear
think you guys are gonna
I
struggle
fear
finding Pixel.
Pixel, yeah, may not get many
But-
points.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not,
you're not gonna
I'm not
give
gonna
any
get
points.
points. I'm
What?
going more for pride than I am for actual score.
Uh-huh.
Pride,
uh-huh.
you say? Let's get him. There is he.
I'll kill you. Hee hee.
Whoa.
Thing is, well, that was.
Whoa.
Never mind.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
Well,
Oh, that was a
he
good
did.
spot.
He was behind the
Okay, so
sofa.
we're finding Fundy.
Funny,
My
Funny's
guy
doing good.
just, like,
Funny's doing good.
Jump. Like you had an instinct or something. You just. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't checked behind the sofa, so you know, didn't mean to make it quite so dramatic. Hmm.
I'm like those coins that you find after 6 months of them being lost.
Yeah.
Your couch change.
Spring cleaning to find me.
Dude, there needs to be like a Xisuma museum from the last season of Hermitcraft.
Fan art museum. There's probably a
I
way
have
to
no
import
idea.
it.
Been and where I haven't. I'm so lost.
Yeah, this map is kind of confusing.
These paintings are so funny.
You should give him a whistle, Ellie.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Ellie.
Fundy.
Yeah, but like give him a whistle anyway.
Once
okay, I got you. He's
once
over
I'm busy
You can't.
painting my crotch. It's too dark. I need to fix it.
Painting my crotch.
Oh, this is way worse. This is so much worse
It's true,
fixing.
right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bit. It
That was
looks
so-
like.
Yeah, you fixed
It
it.
looks like you're missing a leg.
I've stained it.
He's had an accident.
It looks like you've been in the
How
swamp.
about a cheeky whistle? Cheeky whistle?
I get cheeky whistle. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Stop doing
No,
that.
do
What
that.
are you doing?
Yeah, I'll
Do
stop.
that.
I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop.
I can't tell if it was real. What?
Oh,
Kinda
That was
sounded
that was
that.
ambitious. That was ambitious. It's beatbox. No
Season
way.
beat.
Yeah,
no.
that's
Where?
That's crazy.
It's got me around
Oh,
here.
sorry. I
He's
thought
walking
it was
right
John
past
Cook,
each
but it's
step.
not John Cook.
You are both not helping.
We're earning you some crazy points, my dude.
Shut. We shut. We all shut.
Oh, no way.
No!
Yeah, right.
No! Wait.
That is
There's
pretty
no way.
Bundy, run! Jake Moses,
Dude, that was really good.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, you were like only half out the painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. That was good stuff.
Oh man.
Man, you guys didn't see me. I'm like on the red carpet. This is crazy.
You
Yeah,
were
he's,
halfway
like, literally
inside
right
of the
there.
painting.
Yeah,
no,
wait,
I'm
how'd
on the
you
red
go, like-
carpet. It clearly
how'd you go in the
shows I'm like
painting?
right
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, Elliot was right there too, but
Oh.
they found him, but not Fundy. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That's because they started
These
from
guys.
like the other way, you know.
Yeah, these guys
Shocking
need glasses.
behavior.
yo, Tangible Llama, thank you for the gifted sub, my dude. I'll play the animation,
Good
but it
job,
probably
Sev.
won't
Good job.
work, will it?
Good job. Good job.
And I ain't gonna faff around pressing all the buttons to
fine.
fix it. My bad.
Bootin',
But thank you for the gifted sub.
We found you. Oh.
All right, what was that
Should we
idea
try the all one
about?
room?
Yeah, all one room. I recommend going square.
Yeah.
Okay.
should-
All right.
How many?
Okay.
How many? Should we just have one
for
hunter?
Egypt?
One hunter?
Yeah, only 100.
Yes.
Okay, Egypt.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone go square.
Square.
Okie dokie.
Square.
Striker pose.
So we're doing the main room.
main room. You
Wait,
gotta,
is it
you gotta
main
stay
room
in the
only?
main room. Yeah.
Oh my god, why would you do
That's
that? Okay.
Oh no.
I already know what I'm gonna do.
Well, good to know you've gone easy on me for this round.
Oh, that's great.
Hold on.
We don't have much time actually.
Not gonna work.
Oh, this will be perfect. Okay.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm scared.
Dang it! Pose the other way. I believe I'll be found quickly.
Same. This is so bad.
I appreciate you guys going easy on me.
Oh wait.
Actually.
Oh come on.
This could work.
Dang it! I ain't got a clue what to do now.
Don't give up. You got this. We believe in you.
I really don't have a chance.
Oh, Phoenix, you're blinking.
No, the other one.
Phoenix, why are you moving? You're so risky.
No!
Alright. Good luck, Pixel.
I'll probably need it.
I'm
Okay.
scared.
So I'm hearing everybody is in one room.
Yes,
Yep,
the
that's
first
fine.
room.
Yeah, the room you're in, we're all here.
Well, I see somebody hiding up there in
No!
a crevice.
I'm so
Literally
scared.
first.
I need to pull a really heavy strat here. I need to wait.
Beardstone, that was good. That was pretty good.
No, it was not.
I see somebody up here on the wall doing the. I was going to say that sounds
You're
like the
too
Seb
good.
strat to me.
Okay, that's
It was an
good.
attempt.
this is definitely an attempt. Yes.
An attempt
Oh,
was made.
incredible.
Well, you got most points.
Very good. Yeah, you're getting points for making me laugh. I think here. What's going on with this? This is like a frog has been sandwiched into a.
That was
Dang it.
good.
Oh,
difficult, actually.
okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Xisuma.
My
Yeah, I don't
texturing
understand
is
Xisuma.
terrible. It's really bad. It got
You
me
look so
got.
relaxed up
scared.
there, though. Right. Now I've got to find the one
Oh, that's a good spot.
remaining little boxy person.
Yeah, that's a really good spot.
Oh wow,
Don't worry
yeah.
about it. You don't have
Dude,
to
how do
find
you
me,
texture like that? That's so good.
I don't know. I just spam
Yeah,
random buttons.
Ellie's one's pretty good.
Thank you,
If
thank
you're
you.
the square one, you get like
Ellie
different
Paintmaker.
size and shape pixels. in like the round.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Good luck.
Is one of those
Guys
bones
just chilling over here.
actually Ellie?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
It
Is
could be. I'm
he
pretty skinny.
a cobweb?
Yes.
All right, Pixel, I have a major hint for you. He's not in any other room than the one you're in.
Oh man, intel,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
intel.
You're in the correct room.
Yeah.
Love to be in the correct room.
If you face behind you right now, I am somewhere behind you.
Ah, okay.
Wait.
That was actual intel.
Oh dang, it's
Damn,
so
Ellie.
good. It's so good.
It's really easy when you've got
Yeah.
to find like 7 people, and it's really hard when you've got to find one person.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Ellie, go on, whistle.
I'm realizing
You're already top.
There's,
Oh yeah, I got you. I forgot you could do this.
there's a really good spot that none of us thought of doing that he hasn't looked at yet, though.
Yeah.
On the other side of the room.
That's a clue.
See, I'm trying to.
You're
I
giving
don't
me so many points right now. There
Oh,
you go.
Nice.
Nice.
He did the cleanest brick.
yeah,
None of
no,
us-
that's-
With
Well,
the shadow.
it's the
to be honest, it was
shadows.
kinda-
The shadows is like next
Yeah.
level.
Yeah,
That's
that was-
good, man.
None of us went on
Thank you,
top
thank
of
you.
these pillars, and he never looked up here. Would have been an easy win.
Where
Ah,
is?
That was
Oh wow, wow, that was good.
Ellie, I think that
I
deserves.
tried to just get
point.
rid of one of the gaps in the bricks.
Thank you. Oh, Phoenix, that's ambitious.
No, I tried to bury myself into a chair.
You know, there was a thought at making an attempt.
Because in this game, if you
Thought
clone
I'm
yourself,
making it.
so if you bury yourself, you start flashing, right? But if you clone,
Yes.
the flashing stops.
Oh.
Oh,
So you can
problem-
bury a clone.
Yeah, but the problem is now your clone is like still there, so you have to move away, and I couldn't move away fast enough.
I see.
Ah.
Oh, I.
Right, I
Ooh,
gotta
a
download
modded
this.
Modded map.
Oh, what is this? Fall Guys?
Oh my
Oh my
god!
yeah.
Oh, great.
Subscribe.
I'm having flashbacks.
Oh, I love Fall Guys.
This map's gonna be crazy.
This map is similar to like the Simpsons, but way more places to hide, I guess.
I
There's
should hope
one
so.
that's the Peak Airport.
Oh.
Oh, that would be fun.
Dude, are they
Yeah.
still updating that game? That game was awesome.
Yeah, there's one. They're working on the final biome. It should
Nice.
come out sometime soon.
When are they gonna do a Among Us map?
Malice?
Sure, there's
How's there
one.
not, yeah, how's there not Among Us in this?
Yeah, like
Among
Skeld.
Us. Got ya.
There probably is. There probably is.
A full-size
I'm hoping
Skeld
we
would
can
be
get custom
huge, though.
characters.
Oh yeah.
I would like it if we could paint a
Try searching
skin
that.
and keep it in the lobby. That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be
Mhm.
very nice. Saving your paints.
Everything all right, Sev?
Oh
Is it-
yeah,
is
yeah,
it
it's
just
like
being-
80%.
It's just being slow.
It's just being slow. It's just being slow for some reason. Come on, come on, come on.
Come on,
That's
little
that's
download, you
how
can
that's
do
how
it.
you speed up a download.
Yeah.
Yes.
You wish
Cheer
for
it
it.
on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, come on. Almost there. I'm sorry.
It's good. It's cool. I just wanted to make sure you were there more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, we're all
okay,
chatting
it's
away.
There it goes.
And you're not on the computer. Which body type? I'm gonna go with the usual.
Yeah,
I went with
regular.
cube,
Feel
but
like a very
I
square.
regret it.
Yeah.
This is not where you want to be a square.
Be there or be round.
Oh, it's
Oh,
me
I got
Yeah.
kicked.
Kicked?
You got
No,
kicked?
silent.
Uh oh.
Oh,
Can you get hit
Oh,
by
is it
that?
hammer?
I
Can you
gotta
get-
hide the thing.
How the hell does the hammer work?
immediately banned. 2 OP.
Oh my
Does this
god.
thing hit? Oh my god, it
Hammer.
hits.
Yeah, I was too toxic.
does.
I got banned.
Okay, that doesn't work.
Please.
It's hard to stay on a moving object, FYI.
Can I just
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I hate this. No, I hate this.
I'm not a fan of where I've gone, but whatever. It'll do.
I love my one. I've got a feeling my chat might think I'm insane, but it's still part of the plan. All part of the plan, chat.
It's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. This one. Oh
this
no,
works.
it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
All right, I'm done. What? Oh my god. It's gonna work. No one's gonna work.
It's not gonna work. Okay.
Oh, I
I'm so
immediately got
not
hit in the face with
confident
a
in
hammer.
this.
Hello. Ooh,
Beardstone
okay.
is good.
Pixel, you are too close. Too close.
Ellie is not good.
No, it's not.
Sev is amazing. I love Xisuma.
Sev's one's gonna.
Thanks. Hmm. Yes, I believe. I believe.
You never know.
No.
This environment.
Anyone know
honestly
animal
is chaos.
biology?
Why would you say that?
Funny. That's brilliant.
That is good.
Animal biology, you say?
That's so good.
Yeah.
I love Phoenix. That's really clever.
This is horrible.
Dude, Ellie, honestly, move. It's move.
I
don't know.
I just want
I don't know.
mine to see if it works for a little bit. I don't care if I
I
get
like
caught.
it.
Oh my god, Ellie.
Like his
Ellie,
name,
oh
that's
my
very
god.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, just stay there now. Oh no.
I gotta say, this is way harder to find anybody than the previous map was.
Yeah. This will work out. This will work out, Ellie. This is amazing.
No,
It's
it's
just
not.
the number of objects is insane.
Why don't you become the thing on the left of it? The thing on the left that it has two of?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then be that light. No, stay on the yes. And then okay. It has two things at the front.
Oh, this. Oh,
Yes.
this.
Yes. Why don't you become that?
Ah,
Okay,
yes.
the other one. You're
Oh,
This is fine. This is
Oh
good,
yeah, I
this is
bet
good,
you're
this is
I bet you're good with that.
I am absolutely lost, so you guys are going to go for a while.
I don't know about that.
Nailed it, Ellie.
Oh my god. Remove metallic immediately.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
better.
better.
Okay,
That's
better.
good. That's good.
It's not working. It's not working.
How did that work?
You gotta do it. You gotta do it another one though.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I just think it's a little bit risky right now.
yeah. You need symmetry. Whoa! Well done.
That's,
Nice.
That's a hard spot.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a feel for it now.
Symmetry. This is brilliant.
This doesn't work.
Hit
There's
Q,
no
hit
way
Q,
this
and go.
works.
Oh, you have the other one. Okay, great. Dude, I didn't even see the other one. I thought you didn't. I didn't. Yeah, no, you're good. I mean, the other one is having a better time right now, if you know what I mean. But you're still good.
Yeah.
Sam's is great. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, no, these are
Yeah,
not.
Sam's the-
these are
Sam's
not
the killer
strictly
one.
going-
All right, let's whistle, guys. He's got only
I'm,
one.
I'm floundering here, man.
I'm just happy that my spot works, even if for a second.
I have an actual question. The thing
Yeah,
I'm
that's really
getting
good.
at is, when is it in Fall Guys? Like, it's not in Fall Guys.
I think it's just a mishmash of props used.
Yeah, this is just like
Mm.
asset, gunge. throw it all into
Asset
one
gunge.
place. Oh, I got thrown.
Oh, I'm...
This map has physics I did not expect. So a lot of whistling coming from
Everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, that's the problem.
Whoa.
Ah.
That's
Wow, I did
You
not
missed.
expect that one to be
Right.
found.
That wasn't even me whistling because you were too close.
Means somebody's on the other side.
Wow, that's good.
No.
There it is.
Sev, you're just cracked at this. There's no way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm narrowing
There's
it
no
down.
way they find you, Fundy. There's no way.
There's-
I'll wait
You
until
make
the
it
time
funny.
comes. I'll...
This is so good.
Nah, Fundy's not being found. Fundy's not being found at all.
Xisuma's great. It's fine.
I'm really whistling,
I think it's my
though.
favorite.
It's so silly.
Mine is ridiculously
good.
bad.
You got points. You're second place though.
I will say Ellie's probably not going to be found either.
It's because it's so dumb. No one would think to look there.
Wait, Ellie, you whistle when he's near me. I'll whistle when he's near you.
That works.
Yeah, you're just feeding me around here.
It's time to up the taunt.
Yeah, I should go there.
Wait, but that kind of gives it away, right? Now he knows.
I'll lure him back. Don't worry, I'll lure him back.
Yeah, the thing is, if I whistle when he's near you,
See,
he's
see,
gonna
see,
know.
he's lured back. He's lured back. He's coming my way.
He's like the warden. He's just attracted to sounds, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I
it's
feel
working,
right
it's
now.
working.
I may as well
wow.
be blind.
Oh,
Whistle!
no.
Whistle!
Oh,
Whistle,
no.
whistle for the points, whistle for the points.
Random
You're
shots,
just-
random
Only
shots.
trees.
Oh! You're on him! You're on him!
Oh,
That was
How do
incredible.
you guys know
What was
the physics
going on
here? The physics are crazy.
Quite violent.
Okay.
So good.
Fundies is great.
Sam
Yeah.
is amazing.
Xisuma, I have no idea how I didn't see that.
That's great.
oh. Yeah, Fundy was
Xisuma's
never
just-
getting got.
Yeah, no, you got close though. You got close. I'm a little piece of corn in a sphere.
Where's Silent got kicked? That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think the server needs to be remade so I can rejoin because I've tried to find.
Silent was
Oh,
never
okay.
found. That's crazy.
I can do that.
Silent was never
Yeah,
found.
I just had a
Alright.
really good hiding spot, guys.
Yeah, yeah, you sure?
Don't forget, don't show on stream if you're streaming.
Yeah.
Where do we go? All right,
He's gonna do the same
recreating the
password?
server. Yeah, all same deets.
Sorry.
And we should be good. We should play that one again. That one was dope. Except
that
we
was really
need
fun.
we
That one
need
was
2
good,
hunters.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
we-
that was a really
yeah,
good map.
that's
guys.
nice.
all increasing, or
I would say 2 hunters. I think that's
2 hunters. Yeah.
I'll be a hunter. I haven't been a hunter yet.
I'll hunt with you.
good. Then I don't need to.
Are we all in, by the
Yeah,
way?
good old team Ellie Zuma.
Why is
If
my
you guys
name?
remember.
Oh, never
We're all
mind.
in.
Yeah, very good.
Oh,
Wait,
so you're all
why
gonna
am
be-
I
wait,
selecting?
no. Oh, frick. Yeah, I think we forgot to volunteer.
Quick, make a
Keep
skin.
going, Sev.
There you
There
go.
was something glitching.
I am a different.
All right, here we go. Ooh, this is a
Oh,
pretty
man.
good spot already.
Oh,
Wait, I
Yeah,
like
was
this.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
was literally just thinking the same thing.
This is so
Yeah,
good.
I was like, wow, we spawn here. That's great.
Yeah, I want
How about yeah? Let's all just this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
What?
Brilliant. This either will be amazing or terrible.
Am I supposed to be hearing you right now? Was the
No.
etiquette that I was supposed to deafen?
I have no
I think
idea.
so.
You do what you want to do.
I will.
Ooh,
I
Sev,
would.
good
I will
idea.
deafen from now on. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I kind of felt like that might give away where they are. They're probably close to the beginning, chat. Ellie's quiet. I think Ellie deafened. I like this skin. It's kind of wild. How much we got? 30 seconds. It probably needs like an actual... It's hard to see because I've got this light on me, but And then I need to draw a face. Wow. That's some... That was... I couldn't see how big that was going to be. That's a very strange skin. I can move. Yeah, I could have moved, I guess. Ellie, I gathered some intel. I gathered some intel. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
look at that.
Yeah.
Right, well.
I have no idea
No,
what's
this is
going
gonna
on.
work.
That is the most unfair intel.
Wait,
How dare you, Xisuma?
I might have seen you because the very first thing I looked at was the leaves, and I saw a shape.
Wow.
Oh,
Bro.
But I kind of
Somebody
also
didn't turn off
knew.
the shadows.
I also knew to look like relatively close.
I feel like I missed the memo on something.
what?
Yeah,
There
you
was
did.
four of us hiding in
I
one
just-
spot. Phoenix.
Yeah, we all went into the leaves.
That was pretty good.
All
Why
right,
you guys always
Oh,
try to
Thesaurus,
troll
that's a good
Xisuma?
one.
5 minutes.
Zeroed in.
Y'all got a lot
Is
of
it
points.
one person left?
It's
That's
just
five.
me.
Yeah, at least we got points.
That's the most points I've ever had.
Yeah, Silent, congratulations.
First time you've been visible, Simon.
Our spot would have totally worked. Dang it.
It would have really worked. Oh,
Wow, that's quick.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Okay,
you guys,
I need to
four
see
of you
what
hit in the
happened
same
here.
spot.
Well, yeah, but like, it's just that Xisuma knew.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
If they
Review.
didn't spawn literally right there, and if they didn't
like-
know, then, like, you know.
Phoenix, you know what happened? I didn't see the ribbon. I just saw
Like,
your left side.
I was
your right
both-
side.
Yeah,
Oh, you had a clone here.
I was about to clone and rotate, and then I saw you coming, and I just stopped.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
I see.
A very green round.
Right, I think we're gonna have to re-roll that round.
Yeah.
Do it one more time and now
Hey, I'm
Pooper spot.
going Hunter again. I'm going Hunter again.
Yeah, same.
That was too easy.
All right, guys,
Now
I have a
we'll do the
brilliant
same thing
idea.
again.
It's a spot right near the start. Just make sure you paint yourself green for it.
Yeah.
I haven't
Okay,
deafened
okay.
again. Dang it.
Okay, I forgot to.
All right, I'm deafened, chat. What's up? Who am I playing with? All of these fine people. We got Ellie, Fundy, Mr. Beardstone, Phoenix, Pixel Riff, Sev, Silent Whisper. Let's see. I was trying to paint myself, wasn't I? So probably just go super metallic, super red, super large. Just gonna have an insane look about me today. We wanna get like a psycho look. This is the guy that's hunting you. Whoa, that is super shiny. So face, palette, like just maybe tweak the color a little bit. Whoa, that's really weird what that does. Huh. That is doing... I can kind of see what it's doing. It's what it's reflecting. And then... I am going to put in... It's a weird one. I'll give you that. It's a weird one, but it's a look. It's a weird one, but it's a look. Is this the chance I get to inform you of this lovely thing called rotation lock for when you're hiding again? Rotation lock, I've got to look into it.
Hello.
All right,
Don't
here we
search
go.
the grass.
Still
Don't search the
painting.
grass.
We're not in the trees,
I see you.
guys.
That's who's that?
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
What?
Oh, dude, I'm so
Dang
sorry.
it! Really?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god!
Straight away.
Big whip. Wow.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Sev is on some next
Oh
level
my god,
stuff.
dude. You're actually doing this strat. That's great.
Another one? Dang,
Sorry.
Ellie.
Yeah.
You're showing me up.
It's okay. I got you. This is a team effort. Someone had to do it.
Why would you say that, Silent? Why would you say that?
I'm sorry.
Not the leaves.
God.
They were gonna get you anyway. They knew. They knew.
No, because I wasn't there at the start. I moved there.
No.
Is Ellie
That's
just
what
like
you
deserved.
get for snitching.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm
I'm
just
just
like-
good, man. I'm
You're-
just good,
like-
man. I just see things.
what is going on? Yeah.
You're
I
a
play
magnet.
Fortnite.
Cranking 90s over here.
Sev, can you explain the play?
I
It
don't
might
know.
work.
My
might
brain just
actually work.
brained.
Your brain just
It-
brained.
My brain just
Trust
brained.
God.
Good.
I got launched.
Thank you.
If I was a chameleon, where would I be?
If I was a
Eating grass,
chameleon,
probably.
where would I Mecca? Hmm.
If I could Mecca, how many mechas
What
would
a
I
Mecca.
chameleon?
Wait, there's just 2 people left. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, there's one person and one chameleon. So.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, but as soon as I get any form of points, I will also get shot in that same moment.
Where
How does
would
the
I
how does the
draw?
chat work? Is that
I
only
think-
for hiders?
I think, oh, yeah, only we can see
Oh, I
it.
see it. I see it.
You see it?
Yeah, I see the.
You
Okay,
see me
what did
right?
I just say? What did I
I
just say?
saw. At least, boy, that's not nice.
Oh, they do read it. Never
It is
mind.
true. I am a bit sweaty.
Oh, hello.
Oh no!
Oh,
It was just like you said it was.
It was, although I somehow still beat Pix and Silent.
Bitstone, you were the
all right,
best
Silent.
at
I
that.
found Xisuma. I found 4 of them. You found 1, so you find 7. Good, awesome, deal, awesome.
Hey,
I'll try.
Eric,
I mean, I
I
want
just want
to.
to tell you that like 3 minutes ago, you literally stood on top of Seb.
Yes.
Did I?
It was
Where
so,
were you 3
it was
minutes
so
ago, Ellie?
funny. I was like,
Yes.
okay, this
Oh.
is it. And you just walked.
I'm gonna
away.
retrace my steps.
Quite literally stood
a while
on
ago.
and looked at.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where you are. Oh, are you here? No, you're not. No, I thought you were that.
Oh my god, Ellie's so close. Oh my god, Ellie is so close.
Oh my God, Ellie.
To the
What?
Don't taunt now. Don't taunt now. He'll find you.
Yeah, don't taunt, don't taunt.
I don't
Wow.
believe. I don't believe. You're lying. You're lying. You're nothing but a liar.
Does this controller
These
have an
look,
extra
these look
button?
really good.
I don't think it does.
It does.
It does?
No, it
What,
does.
what?
Good brain.
It does.
Good brain.
There's an extra. Do you not see the green button?
Those are the questions that no one ever asks.
No.
And someone has to.
Where's the Xbox button on that?
Yeah.
We're close though, right? It's in this area.
Nope.
Totally.
Yes.
Those were
around.
very different answers.
Yeah, no, you're right on top of it. Right, you're
One
right
of you
there.
is honest,
You're
and
burning
one of you is
hot.
a liar.
You're so
Right.
close to being on almost the exact opposite side.
Oh. Let's
Ellie
head
is
over there.
warmer than Xisuma.
I'm warmer. That's because I'm Latino.
I am here. I am there. I am everywhere. I'm in your walls.
Yeah, Seb's in the wall.
You're always
a
in the
hint?
walls. What's with you in the walls?
Or am I?
Ellie, you see the spinning. You see the spinning hammer, and then the thing on the left of it that's not moving. That's all I'll say.
That's not at all helpful.
Oh, could you be in here?
You're colder now, Ellie. You're colder. You're colder. You're colder. You're colder. You're freezing. You're cold.
That's because I'm so.
You're
Oh,
freezing.
All right, you can whistle. You can whistle.
Whistle.
oh. Wait.
Whistle now.
Uh-oh.
Dare you.
Uh oh.
Turn that
No, don't whistle now. Don't whistle now.
No.
Azuma's
Oh,
gone
you're
stealth
so
mode.
close.
All right, and whistle.
Dang it!
Yeah, that's
Where
fine.
were you?
Oh,
wow. That's good.
Very good.
That
Very
was
good.
brilliant.
Just out
Ellie,
in
you
the
stood on
open.
top of me. So funny. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. And you just walked away.
Wow, nice.
Dude, that was so funny.
That's a good one.
All right, let's do this map one more time. I have a brilliant strat now.
Okay, I think I want to
Just
hide
make
as
sure
well.
to not be near the plants.
I got a hiding
Yeah,
spot.
he's not gonna be a plant this time, guys. Trust.
Yeah, man. Come on.
An industry
We
plant?
won't believe.
He's not gonna be green, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
I'm not going to be giant this
teal.
time.
Big teal.
Penelope, thank you so much. 47
It's
months.
gonna be a bright color.
You played this game the other day and you're so bad. It takes a bit of getting used to. Just keep playing. You'll
Wait,
pick
who
some
chose a
stuff
big
up.
character?
Oh
Me.
no, we're
All right, everyone, have a brilliant idea. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Did I just?
Oh, not a chance. Someone will look.
Oh, oh man, the physics.
The lag. Why am I lagging? I have a really good idea if I can parkour myself to it.
Uh-oh. Well, now I'm in trouble. Oh, maybe I'm not. Just like that ain't gonna work. Oh, maybe now it will.
It's
Uh-oh.
100% not working.
I'm scared.
The physics
I'm
don't work.
I'm
here.
still gonna get found.
Wait. Maybe this one.
I'm stealing Ellie's look from the last round.
I'm gonna try something ambitious. Wait. Maybe. Did that work? No.
Uh-oh.
Okay, who's in the plants? Nope. Okay.
Are you guys
good.
ready? There's no one in the plants? What's happening? Fundy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
They're
Oh,
disrespecting the legacy of the
Ellie.
plants.
Very interesting spot.
Uh-huh. I don't know if it's gonna work. I hope.
I think it will, but you might not get a lot of points.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Ooh, Ellie will. Yeah, that will work for sure.
This color
Oh,
has
I
I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm getting
for
points
now.
though.
Thank you for the points.
Good one, Biz.
I appreciate you giving me a moment.
You deserved a moment.
Oh, Fundy, that is just. Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Oh,
Phoenix is great.
Oh my
Phoenix
god.
is great.
What the heck are you? Oh my god.
I literally panicked and just ran into the wall.
Seth, you still have
Oh,
time.
I'm scared.
Ellie, what are the odds I can join you?
I don't know. Do it. I feel like the whole lobby should be here where I am.
I don't even know how you
Okay,
got
fine.
there.
Just-
Did you do that?
I don't know. Wait, I just parkoured.
You just,
You
you just,
even-
yeah, you just
You didn't
somehow
even
got there.
access that.
That's crazy, dude.
Somehow I'm getting
Oh my
points,
God.
too, which is
I was thinking of hiding there is actually the thing.
you
This
won't
is
get me.
actually like a-
You won't get me.
I literally got the first shot.
Bundy,
No,
don't
like,
join me.
I was
It doesn't
actually
work.
gonna-
Okay.
I was gonna hide there if I wasn't like Seeker. Oh,
What if I do it now,
this is
though?
kind of
Now
unfortunate.
Silent
Oh.
thinks it's clear.
Oh.
I've cleared the crown in the middle. You can go hide there now, Fundy.
Okay.
I really like Phoenix's spot. It's pretty
Ah.
good.
Yeah, it's good, right?
I spotted the
You know
last
what?
round.
So
I'm gonna
good.
try it.
Because there's not many things to compare it with, so like they can't really see that it's not supposed to look this way.
It's also
Oh, there are a
painted
few.
quite well.
It's
Maybe.
true.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything new now.
I will make a prediction. I think Pixelverse will find you, Phoenix.
Okay.
You're asking a lot of me, I think.
Why is it so hard to parkour up this thing? Oh my god. Possible to walk on.
What are you supposed to be for?
You know what I'm
Oh,
supposed to be.
I see. That's gross.
I think I know. I think I know what it is.
Of course.
Xisuma, I like it.
Thank you, yeah. It's one of those ones that will last about 3 seconds.
I mean, if they saw you a little bit.
They have actually,
Yeah, you got some points. I haven't even gotten points yet.
They're
Interesting.
kind
You
of bad
chose
at
the-
this.
You chose the wrong side of the map.
Can we get a whistle?
Not right now.
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, he's right. He's right where you are.
He's right in my ear, actually. Okay, well, at least
Alright,
we're-
well,
at
we
least know
whistled.
we're on the
I
wrong
do
side.
not deserve to be in first place.
No, dude, you do.
It worked.
Sometimes
It worked.
listen, simple is better sometimes.
I don't know.
See,
I'll give you
one is really good. He's
I'm not
just
gonna whistle.
Not really in plain sight.
Yeah, I'll just give you a hint. My color does not match where I am.
That's true.
Fascinating.
Phoenix is probably the strongest one in my opinion.
I'll give you another hint at 45.
From a distance.
But
Phoenix is
Xisuma
probably
is
somewhere
not
on the floor.
the best.
But it's working
it's
for
so
some
obvious
reason.
that it's not obvious. Yeah.
You wouldn't think someone
so-
goes there.
Oh man,
It's so simple that it works.
I feel like
Alright,
I
here's
haven't
another
gotten near
hint.
anyone.
I am green. I've done it again.
I think we need more whistles.
Green, is green like a thing?
Wow.
Is it something you
I
like? Is
think
it
we're
your
just
favorite
bad.
color?
We're bad at seeking, is what it is.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is how
yeah,
I felt
yeah,
the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
first round.
Yeah.
There's a chance that you have.
Oh, there he
That was
goes.
such a good
Oh,
spot.
nice.
That was very good.
I got
Yo,
some
Seekers,
points,
there's a
guys. I got some
chance-
points.
There's a chance that you have one of those right
Hey!
now in you. Oh!
That was a good spot, Xisuma. That was a good
No.
spot.
Thank you.
Where was he?
He was a bumper of the car.
Fundy's a
Here's
booger!
the-
Fundy is a
here's the-
booger! Quick! He's
No,
a booger!
I'm a booger. I'm a green booger.
That's a good
No!
He was so good.
I love the
that's
instinctive
genuinely
looking
very
at the noses there.
Where's-
Silence. I
where's
need you to
Fundy
look at me.
I'm trying to find you.
I'm at the end where Pixel is.
Down here, down here.
Oh.
You got to be on this side
Yes.
specifically.
That's so funny.
That's really good.
That's actually such a good spot, though. That's really
No,
good.
it's not.
No, I love
How
it.
did you?
Oh,
If you were on the
man.
How
other
did you
side, you
not
would have
get
gotten a lot
the
more points.
I have 0 points because no one passed there. If you did, you would have totally
Yeah.
seen me.
Yeah.
How'd you
No,
not
I
get
would've-
the
I
buried-
probably would
the-
have passed that.
the buried flashing thing from that? That actually worked.
Just really wiggle yourself in the right way, I
Wow.
guess.
Nice.
All right, custom map. This one I think is quite similar to one of the levels. Is
Ooh,
it the-
swimming
Is it the
pool.
back rooms that's
belly.
the swimming pool?
Oh no, it's a,
Oh.
it's a pool.
No, this is legit. It's just a legit swimming
Shiny
pool.
SC, thank you so much for 8 months of support. Thank you for
Apparently,
the good
I've
luck as
already
well.
downloaded it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we're doing all right.
Do it again. Again.
Yeah, you got it.
Come on,
Mine
Sam.
is
Should we
getting there.
encourage
You can do it.
Seb's internet? Come on, you got
Let's
can
go,
do it.
let's go. Come on.
Woo!
Yay.
Hey, it works.
Woo,
It's
yeah,
like-
we believe in you.
What map are we playing? Oh, swimming pool. I'll go regular. Oh, I got extra points because I was bigger last time, right?
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, you get a
No, I think-
multiplier.
I don't. Is that actually how it works?
I believe so, yeah.
Fundy,
You, me, silent. You, me. Let's deafen.
Oh wow. Wait, actually, there's no water in the swimming pool.
Yikes.
Oh.
Where to hide?
Good, because I can't swim. Oh, I know where I'm gonna hide. I know where I'm gonna
Oh wait, I know where
hide.
I'm gonna hide. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I wish you could change the
No!
square once you're in here.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Trying to hide on this banner, but I don't know if I can. Oh, it's not a. Oh, it's not a surface. Oh, that ruins my entire plan.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, wait, maybe.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm running out of time.
Uh oh.
I'm also running out of time. No, there's no way. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Here we come.
Okay, the
No.
lifeguards are here to clean up the pool.
Ooh, it is. Yeah,
I peed
it
in
is
the
a
pool.
It's kind of nasty.
Oh.
actually. I thought there'd be water in this pool. What's happening?
Okay, someone will be down here. I know it.
For sure.
No.
I have no choice. This is
No one's in
the
these
best I can
barrels?
do for now.
Okay, Mr.
No one's
Beardstone,
actually
that's
hiding
pretty
in the
awesome.
swimming pool?
That's pretty
You
awesome.
reckon?
Considered it.
I might get away
Oh
with it.
shoot!
I did not get away with it. I was the first one found.
No, you did not.
Oh, I like that. Very simple.
Oh, yeah, being on the peppers is kind of smart.
Guess someone will be very high up, like against the ceiling.
Yeah. Ooh, what about over on the scoreboard?
Oh, I like that.
Oh, let me go to the second floor. I'm on the second floor.
Phoenix, you should hide your shadow. I
Oh,
think.
this is where I definitely would have gone, behind that
Hold
scoreboard.
on,
there, that's a
I'm
good
still,
spot.
I want to move.
I'm thinking about
Oh,
moving
this
as
is
well.
Oh yeah,
we
please
won't let
do.
you if you
That's-
move, guys.
that's
Whistle when
amazing.
you move. I'll make sure to allow it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow this.
Yeah, that was just too easy. Oh.
Let's-
Okay, I feel we've
I don't know if I
cleared
can move.
the first part of the room. Let's move to the
Okay,
second part, maybe.
I'm officially
Yeah, that's
toxic.
Phoenix has gotten points though. Why did Phoenix get points?
Because you looked at me.
I guess
Oh.
we looked
Oh,
at
is that
him.
how it
Why'd you
works?
look at him? Why'd you look
That's
at
how
him,
it works.
Morty?
Yeah, I'll stop looking at him.
I feel like the flags on the wall is going to be a
Ellie,
spot that people go
Ellie.
for.
That would be a
I'm
great
trying.
spot.
We didn't think about those ceiling lights either.
Phoenix is still getting points.
This is a
Ellie,
good
I'm
spot.
curious what the strat is.
I don't know. I'm trying to move. I didn't like
Wait.
my hiding spot.
There
Oh,
we
Got him.
what were you
Thanks.
doing? Looking under the sink? Oh.
was
What
looking
were you
for
doing
people
being
hiding
under the
underneath the
sink?
Well, I
Yeah.
was in the sink originally, and then I thought, Sev, you're insane.
Yeah, Sev is.
Ah, that's good to say.
Please
I like
nobody
that,
find
Ellie.
me.
You can make that work. You can make that work, Ellie.
Oh god, there's so much
I don't
more
know if it's gonna
places to
work.
hide over here.
Yeah, I feel like. So Phoenix got points, Ellie got some points, Sev got points. So they're probably not here then, because this is like they
Yeah, I mean,
would
we haven't-
need to be
we
here.
haven't been in here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. We're metagaming.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs. Because there's a chance that we could have seen them from downstairs.
Yeah.
No. There's no chance.
The last 3 hiding spots are in very interesting positions.
Says one of the hiders.
That they are.
Top of this would be pretty smart. Oh man, on top of lights would be smart.
Hello.
Don't think.
Nailed it, Ellie.
Thank you. I think this is great.
Here we
How
go,
is Phoenix
whistle.
getting points? You saw Phoenix.
What do you mean?
I must have seen Phoenix, yeah.
You must have seen Phoenix, like a lot. I have not seen Phoenix. It has to
I
have
will
been
say-
you.
How do you know it's? I mean,
I'm
I'll
sheer
take the,
sheer
I'll
guess.
take the blame for it. I'll
Yeah,
take the
sure
blame for
guess.
it.
What?
I feel like this wall occurs.
I will say
there.
there are 3 of me all over the map.
No.
That's true,
You're
it's
doing
the
the
truth.
multiple hiding spots. Strat?
Yeah,
This is such a lie. You're such a deceiver.
not a lie.
I was wondering if that was you or
Oh!
not.
That's
There you
really
go.
good.
Where was he?
And that's
No
a
way!
You're just right
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Just
Whoa.
What?
Bro.
Damn.
You're just
I was
all
literally
over.
painting the
We're all on the
entire
same
time.
wall.
Yeah, boom, boom, and boom.
I just had a
Where's Sev?
Wow.
I just had a game idea, okay? And
Ellie was right here.
since I came up with it,
Sev was on the wall.
I'll be
Yeah.
I'll be the hunter, okay? So y'all get extra long time to hide, but the catch is you have to all hide together, as in everyone has to touch one another.
Oh my god. All
Yeah.
right, let's do it.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
Give us like
I
a
have an
good 2
idea.
extra minutes or something.
Yeah, definitely. So
Interesting.
I'll
I
give
like-
you a free.
Which
How's
map?
3
Which
minutes?
map?
Good question. Should we just do the swimming pool again, or probably a bigger map? I think.
Yeah, bigger map, bigger map.
Yeah, larger map. How about we do the sewers one?
Sewer. Yeah, sewer. Let's go for sewers.
Okay.
You got a spot
So
in
we
mind,
can-
How
haven't
like-
you?
toxic
we
do
have
you
to-
want us to be?
Deliberate.
Okay, you get. Is 3 minutes good?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I will. I will
do my
deafen for
best.
3 minutes. Good
Okay,
luck.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, chat. I'm deafened. I will be hunting on my own. I will actually take this opportunity to not paint Although I will be painting, I will not be giving it much attention. I will be reading chat while I just do this. I'm just going to sort of like scribble and then click, and I'm going to make a crazy skin while I look at chat. So what's up, people? What's up? X, did you get caught or no? I got caught on the last one. Got caught big time. What do you think of this one, though? Is it good? Good idea? Or am I crazy? How was my day? Oh my god, it's been a wild one. But I'll talk about it another time. I didn't remember the rotation lock. No, I didn't, did I? I need to do that in order to get it in my head. And remember that it's there and that it's a thing. Artistic, thank you. I mean, to be honest, like, splashing color around randomly can be artistic. Especially if you put some thought into how you do it and you come up with some interesting patterns and stuff as a result. You'd be surprised. Playing around with color and art is a lot of fun. You don't have to have skills to have fun, you know what I mean? Not that this is a work of art or anything, just that it's something, it's not nothing. You can be the judge of if you like it or not. Oh, we get some wild colors from the TikTok challenge bit. Spots would be another good way. I think if you did spots, you'd probably, at the end, get a much more satisfying sort of look and pattern out of it. It's the Xisuma original. Oh my god, can you imagine? I'm picking up a lot of the same colors over again, which is why this over here was kind of better, I think. Be cool if you could like randomize the color deliberately every time you click. And every click becomes like unique. Your typing is too slow like the game. You did great, thank you. We've had some really good hiding spots today, haven't we? It's been a good one. I'm definitely improving, but I think I'm not good at improvising, right? I think you need a little bit of improv skill. Also, Fundy's booger, that was like really, really creative. I feel like that's something I want to see more, is like a spot to like add yourself to that kind of looks like it should be that way. Gotta look out for those kind of ideas. It sounds like we're getting closer, by the way. New modern art piece just dropped. Xisuma original, everything at once. Do I want to put a face on it? I can't be bothered. All right, here we go.
Stop.
Time's up,
Don't even
time's up.
I'm buried.
Wait,
Hold.
oh my god.
No, you're okay, don't move. Press 5.
Do you need a minute?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
I think we're fine.
We took a really long time picking the right spot. We
Yeah.
had to make sure it was perfect.
Yeah. I just like raising tensions on everyone.
Well, I've thought of something that gives me a huge advantage, which is like if I am slow moving around, the second there's like that. Wait, so y'all are here. Y'all, I just looked at y'all basically.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Don't
Did I
forget,
walk
yeah,
it
past?
updates every 15 seconds, I think.
Yeah, so I might have walked past. You're not being toxic, are you?
No, we're actually not. We got points.
No.
You're not a bunch.
Though I
you're not a
must
bunch of
tell you,
cables.
Xisuma, even if you gave us 2 extra minutes, we like made it to the last second. Like it was
Okay.
like a
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
minute
Right on
struggle.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything,
We
we're
were
not toxic.
actively
We're a
moving
bit
while
like
you spawned in.
we're slightly unhealthy. Like honestly, like I would not
No,
recommend.
no, we're not.
No, we're
I
not
disagree
being
with
toxic.
that.
We're being radioactive.
No, but what I mean is like I wouldn't do that every day. It's kind of unhealthy for you.
Oh, okay, fair. That's good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Y'all are gonna be touching,
Yeah.
right? Y'all are hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're touching.
There is no.
Don't
question
worry.
about that.
We are touching, and our spot is sweet.
Man, maybe it was sweet like a vending machine has sweets. Oh my! You shouldn't have said anything.
Run!
You
Run!
no.
Run, guys! Run! I'll sacrifice myself for my call out. He's missing me
You'll
away.
never get us alive.
I have no skills.
You just had to say it was sweet, huh, bro?
He caught on instantly.
I'm surprised he did.
Oh no!
No one else is running.
No,
Oh,
my
yeah, I'm dead.
mimics, no.
I think I was first
Oh, my
to die.
mimic! No, my mimic!
No.
Yeah, you got the
shoot, I
mimics.
forgot about
Let's
the mimics.
see.
I forgot about the
So
mimics.
this is how Fundy wins.
Dang it. No, I didn't.
The sweet
I
was
ran
did,
already
at my
I get,
mentioned.
did I
mimic.
get your mimic?
You got my mimic.
So who's left?
I'm mine.
Sev. You've escaped. Oh.
He's already gone into survival mode.
Yeah,
might
the
be,
most
there might
Meccha
be a
Chameleon is
mimic
still out
left.
there.
There might be a mimic left at the start.
Dude, that was too quick. There's no way. You're not real. You're that monster from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, you are.
It's like Randall.
So that took.
Pretty sweet spot,
Did
huh?
you guys walk around the map and then come back to the beginning?
We did a little
Yeah, that's
bit
right.
of
No
scattering,
question.
And then we just immediately like first idea, best idea.
I think we saw the vending machine in a peripheral. We walked a bit and then we came back and said, yeah. Vending machine.
It worked out pretty well, honestly.
It's cool. It's different. But now I don't have a clue. I mean,
You're
Just
just
look
too
back
quick,
around.
Seb.
Look back around. You'll be fine.
somewhere up
The
there.
hiding spot is pretty basic. It's like the foundation of the game.
Yeah.
What, out in the open?
You
Or...
build it like brick by brick type deal.
Right.
Very good.
There's
Very
no
good.
mimic in the vending machine. Could've just shot that.
How we all
Yeah,
scattered.
for the
Oh, I
other.
missed one. Dang.
What?
That's silly.
Why are you guys giving me likes? I was just a vending machine like all of you.
You were the most vending machine of us.
Yeah.
I did get shot first.
Should we try that with a different seeker?
Sure.
Yes.
That was
It
funny.
looks like fun.
That was good.
I cannot do another. I have another recording, but this was fun.
Thanks for joining us.
see you
though.
Monday.
It's good hanging out.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for
Bye.
playing.
Bye. What would be a good map? Oh, what about indoor country?
Now that he's gone, he won't give us away anymore. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a sweet
I
hiding
think I
spot, guys.
crashed.
You crashed.
Wait for me. I think I crashed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Game
did it
freeze.
kick you from the game?
You're frozen in game. Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah, I'm frozen again.
You're gone. I see Dev in chat. I would encourage him to hop in, but I think Dev's got important stuff going on.
Cool or whatever, right? Uni.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Kev
Oh.
said that he can join.
Yeah. If he wants to.
If we wait for Kev, can we restart the server? I'm having the issue where like.
Yeah, let's
doesn't
do
let
it.
me-
Let's do it. I'll
Thank you.
restart.
Ah, I just got kicked.
I like how quick it is to set this up.
Mhm.
Bam, we're back. Dev's air quotes tired. Oh, I had to do important stuff today.
Probably tired of all the text he had to fill.
I'm joking.
Ah, he's lying. He's watching Spain, France. I'm also watching it, bro. I have it
Oh,
on my
what's the
third
score? What's the score?
screen. 2-0 for Spain.
Wow, I thought France
Really?
were the stronger team.
Yeah, France was the favorites.
Woo, sports ball.
Sports ball,
Sports ball.
EB, touchdown, home run.
Yeah. Hole in one, everybody.
Who do y'all think's gonna win tomorrow?
Oof. I want the England to win.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
I think
you
we
guys
got a
have solid
chance.
team, for real.
I think we got a chance.
Yeah, he has. Jude has been incredible.
Oh, hasn't he? And Kane.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kane,
Argentina
and
and,
so is,
England
Gordon.
are both teams resting on like star performances.
Yeah. Oh, look at these guys. Is Kev joining?
I messaged him, but he might not have gotten it.
England versus Spain will be epic, says Dev. I agree.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I prefer our chances against Spain than France as well, so. We're killing it with all this football talk.
And everybody in chat is here instead of watching it, so... Or maybe they're watching both. Maybe they got it on multi-monitors.
It's something I've learned that the Twitch audience isn't particularly a big crossover with sports.
It's all these gamers.
Exactly.
All these video
We
gamers.
could do a quick one while we wait for Kev.
Gaming is sport too,
Well,
right?
I mean, I messaged him in the main chat.
Hmm.
He hasn't, probably doesn't have it open.
Let's start the game, and then if anyone wants to
Yeah.
join in, they can join in. So, how much wait time was it? 3 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, I had to redo that. And I'll go with Sugarland.
Ooh, that's sweet. Bundy, that's sweet. Oh no, he's not here anymore.
Who wants to hunt, by the way? Anyone want to? Oh,
I don't mind. I can do it.
Eddie's gonna hunt. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Is it the same where you guys have to be touching yourself? Whoa, that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm freezing.
Oh my god.
All right, Ellie.
Alright.
Oh.
Didn't realise it was that kind of evening.
My bad.
Okay.
Is it me or we can't see each other?
We can't
Yeah,
see.
Yeah,
you
we
can't see
cannot
anyone.
see
Dang it.
Standard
Can
round
I-
then, I guess.
Yeah, I
Standard
guess
game,
just go to standard.
game.
Okay, yeah, that's the way to do it.
I don't play this map very often.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a topping that I can become. Do you know what? I know where I'm gonna hide. Oh, we have like way extra time because we're supposed to be doing the. Yeah.
This is nice. I like this.
Well, now we can get
do this all the
really
time.
artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can spend so much time painting myself one color.
I'm not gonna have any excuses for my terrible painting if we've got this much time.
I'm gonna go for one of those like really obvious to spot, but you might get away with it. And if I get away with it, it makes it more satisfying.
There.
I'm not getting away with this.
Can't wait to see what it is.
I think I'm gonna last like all of 3 seconds with this one. But I'm just gonna.
That could well be 3 seconds longer than me, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll let it be whatever it is. What's my chat was trying to tell me about some sort of like lock rotation thing?
Yeah, right click, left click to lock rotation, and you can move around. I think it's right click. No, it's left click. It's left click. Left click.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just found it. Hold down left click, yeah. I feel like I've ruined this hiding spot. Okay, that'll have to do. We can't see each other's, can we? Can we see it when we're flying around?
No.
If we spot someone naturally?
Nah, we can't.
No. Okay. Right, and Ellie's hunting.
I don't know if this is going to work out for me, but I'm crossing my fingers. I'm learning. You've all taught me well.
Hmm.
We've tried. We're pretty new to this as well.
Yeah.
Hello, Ellie.
I hope you guys are.
We have some news.
You guys are ready.
I set it up wrong, so we're all separate. Because, dude, I
It's
love your
regular
shirt.
now.
I was going to say, I see
Okay.
Ellie's
Thank you.
declared his allegiance.
Yes, I'm the goat. Wait, okay, so you guys are not together.
Not together.
Nah, we're not.
It was,
Wrong map because we
Okay.
restarted the server, so I selected the wrong thing.
Yeah, the game
Oh.
went back to default.
Thanks for the
Oh,
points.
we're increasing that. Okay. I see. I was just waiting alone in that other room alone for no reason. Hey, you're so cute with the blue thing over there. Hi, join me.
Oh.
I love it. I get shot. I swear I get shot when someone else whistles every time.
Yeah, that was me whistling.
I was sitting there thinking, best not whistle.
Oh.
Yeah, we've all learned to whistle
Oh.
and it sounds like you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know how you do it.
Everybody whistle how Beardstone would.
Good impression of Brimstone there. I thought I was for
All
sure.
of our
gonna
whistles
whistle.
are
Hey.
located on you. Yeah.
What did I say? 3 seconds? I don't think I even got that.
Oh, you got 300 points. You
I
did
think
all
it's the
right.
My
first time
costume-
I got points and nobody has spotted me, so that's a good sign.
My
Right,
goal
where
was
is it?
just to
Get
scare
him.
Xisuma with my Argentinian shirt. And
Messi doesn't scare me.
Oh, there's quite a big map. Oh, hello. Ellie, above you. There's one up there. Look.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
What's
Oh,
spotted?
it's silent.
Oh,
There's always someone in the
I was about
ceiling
to
or in the
I was
clouds
about
usually.
to say, man, you can't get up to the clouds. I've tried. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good one. I found my play. Oh,
No,
Silent, you
didn't.
ruined my play.
The timing on
You
that.
happened to say that right as I looked up. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Is there really
Something
no one in the
isn't
clouds?
right here. There's no way
Is
to
that
get up to the
someone?
clouds.
No. Oh. Did they
If you
fix
find a
that?
way to
Because
get
you
up to the
used to be
clouds,
able
let
to.
me know.
I like this map though.
Was there a way?
Oh, maybe I'm confusing with the farm. Yeah, the farm you could
Yeah,
get to
the
clouds.
farm one you can get up to the clouds. Yeah.
Apparently we've
Oh,
seen Phoenix.
That was a good spot.
Thank you.
I
Thank
just
you.
happened to see you from the side, so.
Hmm.
It's
We've seen
just Phoenix
Phoenix.
left, of course.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Typical.
Of course.
It's gonna be a cheeky one.
Hmm.
Typical.
tried.
Phoenix.
It's not perfect.
Eh?
Trying to be a tryhard over here.
Let's say, like, how many grams of sugar do you think you would have in your spot?
Doesn't matter. with the genre piece we have here, feel like it's always gonna be high regardless.
It's true.
Hmm.
Are you 100% sugar by volume, or
Or is it some of those like artificials?
Are you
sweeteners?
bouncy?
I am not
Are
particularly.
you more
no.
chewy or like?
are you like?
You
if
melt.
will you melt in my hand? If I hold it?
Yeah.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
So he's not chocolate
You have to be a cookie.
or a gummy bear. Oh, he's not bouncy.
Could be a gummy bear.
What if he's frosted?
Are you in a shadow?
No.
Yeah.
Not really. No.
Would I want to eat you, knowing my personal preferences that you are?
I don't know what your personal preferences are.
Are you gluten free?
I'd say
No. no
I'd
I'm
I'd
pretty
say
easy.
there probably wouldn't be a you wouldn't hold me. You would hold
Ooh.
me, but you wouldn't hold me directly.
Like
You've
we'd
given
hold
me
the
so many
stick.
points.
Are you attached
Yeah,
to
like
a
We've given you
stick?
so many points, and all you're giving us is
you-
cryptic clues.
Are you something that would be baked?
Phoenix,
think
I have
I'll
a
give you
better
more.
question.
There
What
we
would
go.
you? Oh,
I
never
I got the
mind.
clue. I got the clue.
That's a good
It's like it's a lollipop. It's a lollipop.
Oh wow.
I
Oh,
was
that's
looking at those lollipops when
good.
he said it too.
Oh,
I
it's
was
a
like,
good place, yeah.
Dude, that
Really
texturing
good.
was pretty nice.
Yeah, that's
you.
pretty
I
good.
was gonna ask, what would you sound like if you could whistle?
Then I'll just whistle. I'll whistle with my mouth.
Whistle first like Beardstone would.
That's good.
And we're back.
Right, what do we want to play next?
Okay, so we have to do basic mode.
Oh, we're
We
gonna.
played the new
Should we-
maps people were talking about, right? That was the Egypt one and the.
Yeah, we could do one of
We
those
played
again.
at the beginning. Sure.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna
I
are we
was
gonna
thinking
do the
about
all
that
hide
again.
together thing, or should we just skip it?
Up to
I like
you.
the idea of the all hide together thing. It was fun the
Yeah.
first time. Let's give it
Okay.
one more go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all in the same. Technically, we're in the same painting this time.
We'll see
Wow.
where we
Whoa,
end
way
up.
to give away the strat. Jeez.
Okay, are we all going square then? I'm going square.
Yes.
Oh, I just picked round.
Yeah, I picked round 2.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
Oh, it's fair.
We
Okay.
picked spider.
Uh oh.
Ruh-roh.
We can be the legs or something. I don't know. We can make a sofa.
Just a
Oh,
whole
just,
sofa.
let's add some furniture to
Seeker?
this place.
Yeah.
Okay, where do we
That
go?
might not be a bad idea, adding furniture. Or what if we went
Okay,
up to
Seeker.
like the lights? If you look at the ceiling, what if we all went to the? Can we like attach to
We
one of
can't
those
get up that
lighting
high.
fixtures?
Yeah, you can only reach the height of the walls in here, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it only goes up to here.
We could be one of these red
Oh.
things.
Yeah,
I think finding like an easy white painting like this
yeah.
one
Get
might be
get
the
in
way to
this
go.
one. Get in this one and just.
Can we all be white?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That we all need to touch.
Oh yeah.
No, we need to.
Yeah, what if we all went for like the same corner? Like literally all of us just inside of each other. Like up in like a corner or something.
Sev, we
Oh,
should
like up
swap.
here?
You should
Here
be
we
the
go.
bit with
These
the blue
dots
line.
are gonna be so hard to reproduce.
Maybe.
though. I think we should
Oh
avoid
wait,
the
you
dots.
can't see me at all. Oh my gosh.
Avoid the
We
dots.
should definitely avoid the dots.
Okay,
Yeah,
we all
the
got
dots
to
are
touch,
just
yeah.
gonna
Turn off shadow. Turn off shadow. Press V.
Am I supposed to rotation? Oh, now I get it. That's how that works, right? Okay, rotation lock. That's super
You should have
useful.
painted yourself white because the
Turn
default
off
is
shadow.
kind of grayish.
Okay. Now I'm blended. Oh, sorry. Oh,
No.
shoot. Controls are hard.
This is looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got so much of this blue curve. Ah!
Is
You're
that my
doing
foot?
good.
That's my foot. Sorry. Sorry.
Right, I'm
There's
gonna. I
someone's
think.
foot that is making it so.
I think Pixel, the
is
color
that?
of the blue there is a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, I can't really. I'm
Yeah, it's
trying
not
my
quite the
best to
same.
color pick, but it's really difficult to do.
Maybe come up into the white below where.
Yeah, come up to the white.
Yeah, you can move up. You don't have to be part of the blue.
There is like a part here next to me. I don't know whose legs it is.
Oh
But
yeah, someone's
there's a little
left
white-
foot is like not
there's
right.
yeah, there's a little white bit next to me.
I see it. I can't. It's hard to tell, but I think that might be you, Ellie. Like you have to sort of paint around the side a little bit, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, someone got it.
That's-
Someone got it.
Nice.
I think it was me.
All right, we've
Oh,
got
you're
22
flashing.
seconds.
You're
Yeah,
flashing.
You
Flashing
paint
next
yourself
to
white.
Oh, you're
Paint
flashing. You're flashing.
yourself white.
I'm clearing
You're
it up.
flashing.
It's okay. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
And now you gotta paint yourself white.
Okay,
right?
this is good. This is good.
Okay, that's gonna have to do.
Silent, are you square shaped?
Yeah.
I'm round.
Dude, that works so well.
I think it might be Ellie.
That works really good.
The blue,
Uh-huh.
the blue at the bottom of your leg could do a tiny bit of
Oh,
work. It's
let me
like
see.
there's a dark gray.
Oh, okay, he's
I
on
think I
me.
see. Oh no, I moved. I moved.
No.
That was.
I
no.
messed up.
Everybody
Let
lock
me fix
in.
it. Let me fix it.
I heard so many
So-
collision noises when I.
So how much of that did you hear? Did we throw you off the scent?
No, I only heard Ellie say I moved or something.
Oh man, no,
No, I
that's
didn't
lucky.
move. No, I didn't move.
That's lucky. Okay, you undeafened at the right
Alright.
time.
So I don't think y'all be doing the painting play
Nope.
No, that'd be too easy.
because I think
Why
that
would
would
we do
just be
that?
like
Either too easy or
too obvious.
treacherously difficult.
It's more like we've
Yeah.
added something that looks like it should be there. I've probably said too much.
Like a pot with things inside.
Is this your version of the sweet?
it? Okay, so you're not there.
Why is this not working? I'm making everything worse.
Oh, you're still
Oh
working
no, I
on
moved
it.
again. I
Why are
moved
you still
again.
painting?
Don't move.
Bro, you're the wrong shade of red.
Don't
Ow,
say
Oh,
the
perfect,
What an
perfect,
idiot.
perfect, perfect,
Quiet.
perfect.
Yes.
Don't do anything else now.
Don't give it away.
Move away from the
Yeah.
keyboard.
Yeah, don't touch anything, Ellie. Give him a whistle though.
No, no whistling.
No whistling.
No,
That'll
no,
just
no,
give it
no.
away entirely.
Yeah.
No.
The thing is, if we all whistle at once, it sounds like there are 6 Mr. Beardstones.
Wait a minute, why am I beatboxing?
Did you just add that?
No, I'm pressing the taunt button.
Don't whistle. Don't whistle.
What the heck?
Checking my old hiding spot. Oh, good times.
Yeah, checking the couch.
You have to learn to beatbox like Beardstone now.
You guys think these guys in the paintings are the creators or
I
friends?
mean,
of the
that's what I
creators?
was thinking, right?
Yeah,
It's
probably.
gotta be.
I
There's
think
one
that's
Not
definitely
just
one of them.
random.
I think one of
pictures.
them is like a YouTuber.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the vibe
one
I'm
of them's
getting.
definitely- Yeah, one of them's a YouTuber, and then I'm guessing one of these is the creator.
I
Just,
have
like,
to be
random
close,
food on the
right?
wall.
I'm in the
No.
right area.
That's a very funny
Kinda.
photo.
Boom, boom,
Bro, you're still taunting.
boom, boom.
All right, all right.
Stop, 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 stop.
Yeah, that doll was cool.
Boom, boom.
Yeah,
Hey,
keep
look
going.
who's in the
Keep
lead.
making that noise.
Yeah, I assume I didn't
It was
know
8
that.
points.
This
Hey,
is
Felix,
a,
look at me
this
more.
isn't
Look
a
at me a little
team
bit more.
game.
Bro, I haven't got a
Hold on,
single
hold
point
on, I
still.
know-
This game just hates me. For real.
Okay, right. I'm in the
Right,
right.
enough of
I
that.
think we're
Enough
all
of that.
covering you up, Silent. I think that's probably what it is.
I'm in the right
Oh.
general vicinity now.
If
Maybe.
I was me, I'd be extremely
Remember
comfortable.
that there's that lag, so you need to back. Ah.
Oh, there's a lot
No.
of YouTubers in these paintings.
Okay.
Dang, you're shooting the one
Run
on the floor.
away!
I have
Go, go,
king
go.
issues.
You'll
You've
never
already
be
moved
me.
like 4 feet when I've shot.
Silent, when did you move?
No.
Were you never with us to begin with?
No, leave it alone. You didn't see me.
I can't. You know I can't shoot you.
How are you
because-
not getting more points?
Fine.
It's because I don't think you.
I've been
get points
standing
for
still
moving.
for a while. Yeah, there we go.
All right, Ellie.
I'm
The
not
one
here.
with the beats.
That's not me. I've never made beats.
Oh, I was
You
hoping you
should've
wouldn't see
stayed.
that.
Leave
He's
Silent.
still there.
I went back there. I was like, he won't look there again.
Paint
All
faster,
right.
paint faster.
Bro.
Dude.
Wow.
That was good.
How far off the original position have you gone?
I am complete opposite of it.
He's within 20 feet.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you
20
walk right next to me.
meters.
So like here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The hell? Did you
A
paint
little bit
yourself
colder.
again?
A little bit colder. A little bit warmer.
I'm on your right.
A little bit, a bit warmer, a little bit colder, a little bit colder.
A little bit more. Yeah,
Really
colder,
cold, really
warmer,
cold
warmer,
now,
warmer.
really cold. Really,
Wow.
oh,
I'm getting
really warm,
conflicting
really warm.
information.
Oh.
Oh wait. Oh wait, I couldn't see you.
He was literally painting as you were right next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted it. Right next to you. That was awesome.
That's good. That's a good round.
That was
I
cool.
saw the shadows, but I think I sort of like assumed that you weren't in a painting because you said
Because we
so.
like to you.
We would
I
never
had to
lie.
throw you off the scent. Oh,
That was
my
fun.
bad. Right, I got time for another one.
Yeah, one more.
There's
Yeah, I
Yes,
can
one
squeeze one
more.
more in.
Is there any requests?
What's that? Blue? Like all the penguin.
Oh, the penguin
Oh,
one,
the
yeah.
party one.
Oh, that one's huge. Should we change the rules though? Because I think we have a lot of waiting time.
Yeah, we have 90
Thing down the road.
seconds. Should we do infection or increasing tag as it's called?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
It looks like Spain is gonna win.
Wow, dude.
Dang.
Wow.
It's wild when Spain winning a game in the World Cup is somehow like an upset. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Wasn't that way a while ago?
All had in the same
Ooh,
pose.
I'm the
Ah,
hunter.
I think this is the last one. Ooh,
Row. Oh, I hear so many footsteps.
the game nerfed you. The best hider had to
Yes.
go. Oh, this is a penguin. That's cute.
have an idea.
Is this even gonna work?
Oh, we don't have that much time.
No, less time.
I'm not buried. I'm not buried. This is not gonna work.
Apparently, I am buried.
I could do this. This has worked before.
I don't like it.
I'm into this one. I don't know how good it is, but I'm into it.
Hello there.
I see you. Oh, you're a penguin. Cute.
I'm a penguin. Where could you be?
No.
Wait, how did you? Oh, okay.
I knew that spot wasn't gonna be.
I just happened to look that way. That was
Yeah.
really good though.
I was trying. I needed to move to a different spot. Okay, Phoenix is in here somewhere. He's got points.
I don't think that's gonna work, but it could.
That's why you're looking at me.
Dude, that was really good.
I think
We
I've
all
seen
kind of
someone
end
do
up in
that
the
one
same
before. Yeah, I didn't think about leaving the room. I just stayed right here. Wow.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Wait, those are just the props, right?
So who left the
Yep,
main
those
room?
were the props.
Did no one? Okay.
Wait, did
Everyone
we say
decided
just in the main room?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's in the main
Racking
room.
up
Okay.
points from somewhere.
It looks like it.
Yeah, he's gonna be somewhere painfully obvious.
Nah, there's no way my spot works at all. Zero chance.
It's working.
Ah, dang it!
That was really good though.
No
That was
way.
incredible. It took me a little bit to see it.
No chance.
What was it?
Of course, it's Ellie who finds me. Of all people.
He was right here, and it worked really well. He added the
Oh,
word Gwyn.
Yeah, I've seen people do that before. That's kind of cool.
Just me and
That was
Bitstone.
awesome. Huh, the new ones. Oh, the new one.
And y'all are in the main room as well? Did everyone stay in the
No
main
way,
room?
dude.
No.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna move out of the main room then.
Oh.
Give us a whistle.
No.
He's still in the main room.
Straight up denied.
Oh, oh.
Isn't that like legs right there? Oh, it's
No
probably-
way! I don't even want to shoot you.
Yay!
I want others to find you. That's pretty good.
Seb's the penguin. Sorry, I spent that whole time painting.
Oh, Phoenix was thinking about it for a while.
Oh
there.
my god. Yeah, I thought that was legit.
Yeah, for real. Same for me.
Was there
I
one
feel like
here?
I
I walked
finally
past
learned.
it. Dang. Oh, right past that.
It's the
Oh, dude.
metallic texture.
I'm happy. I'm happy with that one.
Someone's over here.
Yeah, someone's.
Is
somewhere
someone
here.
a balloon?
I think various people have been balloons.
Aw, it's in this vicinity.
I was a
where.
balloon and I got found immediately, so obviously not a very good strap. I don't think they're in here.
Oh my god! I'm letting them find you. I'm letting them find you. That's awesome.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
You were literally inside me.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Somewhere here?
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh wow.
You get points. You get points for that.
Oh, that was good.
Oh,
Well
yeah, I
done.
like that one. I really like that one.
Yay, I got some.
Look at
Penguin.
I
Look
love
at
Crazy
Penguin over here.
points.
Oh, picks with the like Ken
Oh,
or whatever.
That's
Yeah, that
cool.
was-
Yeah, Pix
Yeah,
was
that's
good too.
That's good.
I've
yeah.
played for 2 hours. I feel like I've just about left tutorial mode now. I feel like I can.
Oh, that is cool.
It
That
takes
is
it takes a bit to understand like what works and what
Yeah,
could
yeah, yeah,
probably not work,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
Phoenix, that was pretty incredible. Like,
I couldn't get the curvature though.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the curve
tricky.
is hard.
It's tricky. Oh, good games, everyone. Good games.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
games.
well,
Yeah, that was
very
really
cool.
fun.
Very nice.
Thanks,
Hey, thanks for playing, guys. It
Yeah,
was
thanks
great.
for joining us,
Thanks
Fix.
for having me.
Cheers.
Thanks for playing.
We'll do this again soon.
See you soon.
Have a
See
good
you later,
one.
guys.
See you,
Yeah,
everyone.
for sure.
Bye.
See ya. Bye. Bye.
That's it, people. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Look at my mug. Look at my mug. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You have my attention for a moment here while I find someone to raid. But yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm so happy you enjoy this game, Xisuma This Hot Gamer. Yeah, it's really nice actually to find something. I've been lacking a little bit of something different to enjoy, and this is very, very enjoyable. So I'm really liking it. It's really good fun. Looks like Skiz and Impulse are playing some Escape the Backrooms. I'll send you over to Skiz. There you go. If you want to see some hermits playing together, stick around. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate all the nice messages there. I'm glad you enjoyed watching. And thank you for teaching me how to rotate, Leon. I appreciate that. I'm going to bounce. See you sometime soon with the next one. Enjoy the raid. Bye-bye.